Hey guys and gals, thank you for coming by Life with Josef and another story time with Josef. This is your host, as always, Joe, and I've got another one. I'm making a 3, 4, 5 here in a row. I'm going to pip in a couple of newer pictures of Billy Hebert Field. Billy Hebert is in Stockton. I've made a couple of videos in the past about Billy Hebert and being at Billy Hebert, but I'm going to specifically talk about one thing that I may or may not have talked about in the past, but I'm going to talk about it here. Recently, one of my bros posted a memory on Facebook about his son being on the field for an on-field promotion. My bro lives in Riverside County, and he was either at the Rancho Cucamonga or at San Bernardino. I know which one, but I'm not going to out him. His son participating in an on-field event. Well, I have participated in an on-field event. At the time, the first time my wife and I lived in Stockton, we were going to the Ports games often, and the staff knew who I was. Well, Mickey Grove is a county park kind of in between Stockton and Lodi. They have a zoo, and they have a golf course. And the golf course was sponsoring the closest to the pin competition. Okay, so they drew a name out of the hat. You know, you filled out your form, and they drew a name, and you chip closest to the pin, you get a free twosome of golf anyway. So they pick my name, and I go down, and it's in between innings, and the pin is kind of right behind second base in the outfield, about maybe 10 or 15 feet. And I'm standing in foul territory, kind of about 5 or 10 feet up the line from first base. So it's roughly a 95-foot chip. And they have these clubs that I swear to God Fred and Barney used. So I get this, and they're not, I'm a big guy. I have sized clubs, so fitted clubs. So I take this ancient wedge, and I get there, and I think, dude, don't lift your head. Don't choke this. And by God, I hit one of the purest shots I've ever hit. I did not lift my head. I hit it absolutely perfect. And I was literally 3 inches from the pin. They even announced on the PA it was the closest chip in the history of the contest. Well, the top 3 people at the end of the year got the chip off for a set of irons. Well, so it's the last game of the season, and my wife and I are there with some friends of ours, and it's time for the competition. The first guy gets it. They go reverse order, so the third place guy skanks his. The second place guy has a son, like his 9 or 10-year-old son out there, and he had brought about 6 of his own golf clubs with iron covers. Now, a lot of guys with woods, almost everybody has a cover on their woods, but dude, you're a pompous, arrogant ass. Not even the pros have covers on their irons. It's like, oh, dude, I'm going to enjoy embarrassing you in front of 1,900 people and your son. Well, they don't let him use his own clubs. They make him use Fred Flintstone's clubs. And that got in his head. And he was talking a little shit anyway. Now, I don't talk too much shit beforehand. I don't say anything. He hits a chip. He doesn't hit it well. It's my turn. I look right at him, and I basically say, watch me and want me. And I didn't hit it quite as pure. And I just lifted up a touch. But I hit it about 5 feet from the pin, and I looked at this guy, and he couldn't even look at me, and his son couldn't look at me either. I faced this guy in front of 1,900 people and won a set of irons. Now, I gave the irons away because, bluntly, I have fitted clubs, and it's not the irons anyway. I've said this. It's not the irons. It's the win. I won. I beat all these assholes, and I beat this one particular asshole in front of 1,900 goddamn people on the last day of the year, of the season. It was awesome. I walked off the field just thinking, man, you are the cock of the walk. And for that day, I was. So Thank you for watching another Story Time with Joe. This is your host, Joe, Life with Josef. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. And we'll see you for the next one.